let's say you've chosen either a competitive bid process or a negotiated bid. It really isn't really the key to this portion that we're talking about right here today, right second. Let's talk about the specific bid, the specific contract, the actual document, and how it's structured. And there's really kind of well, 2 or 3 ways of looking at it, but one of the simple ways is a cost plus contract. And this is the way most contractors would like to have it work, because what they're saying to you is, I'm going to bill you whatever it takes plus 10% for my fee, okay? And that seems like a reasonable process, but for you as an owner, it has no protection. There's no cap to that. So yes, you can go into a cost plus contract and it can work, but you at least need to add cost plus with a cap, with a top set to it, okay? So if you do that, then you have protection, because you need to have that, okay? A simpler process is to go into a cost plus a fixed fee, okay? So when a cost with a fixed fee contract, you're going to pay cost of the construction, okay? And then you're going to pay a fixed fee to the contractor. Now in that case, that fee is not based on the percent of construction. So there is no incentive for him to run the price up, okay? So if the thing comes in at $100,000 or $120,000, he's not making another $1,200 or pick a number, okay? So it holds it to a particular spot. Now, you can take it to even other levels. You can go into a situation where not only do you have a cost plus a fixed fee, but you also can go into a shared savings combination on top of it, which says that if the contractor can save you money on the cost, then he gets to take home a little bit of that, and you get to take home a little bit of that. So you can split that 50-50. So then you have now an incentive to drive the cost out of the project, okay? So, and you can take this whole process and you can start adding more and more layers to it. But what you really need to do is set up, there's probably 2 or 3 key elements here. One is transparency. What you really want to do is be able to see what the contractor is actually, his real costs are. So you want to have we call it open book. You want an open book contract, okay? And then you want accountability. So you want to be able to see where those numbers are running through, and you want to see that that if there is a way to drive money out, then of course you can get a deal in it. So there's accountability in both directions. And then you want to set up limitations that in a worst case scenario, you have this particular limitation, that you're not going into this thing with just wide open and anything works.